Welcome back to my channel. Let's try this a few more times, maybe. Right? Keep on trying. Okay, so hi. This is my updated One Book July situation, and if you can tell, there's not a bullet journal in front of me. I have decided to get back into rings, but I decided to do an A5 size. I want to repurpose and use products and stuff that I already have. I purchased this A5 binder in the means of using it for this year at the school. It was going to be my, I guess in a way, teacher or tutoring binder, if you will. And the lovely young lady that I bought this from sent inserts as well because it just wasn't working for her and she needs something even bigger. I was like, whoa, because this is huge for me because, as y'all know, I've been in personal size and pocket for a year now. It's been a complete year since I've used an A5, so now I'm in the A5 to use that, but I have everything I possibly need in here. I don't have to have multiple binders and things are like it all. Like, this has my devotional, this has my scheduling, this has my planning, this has just projects. It has everything. So all I need is this one binder and I'm set to go. And of course my Bible. But like that makes me super happy. It does. It truly does. But let's have a look inside. It doesn't mean it won't change, but what's great about One Book July is I do start very simple. Usually never fails. I think last book July, One Book July, I even ended up going back into a bullet journal or something. No, I don't remember. I have a video. I was in the personal size Malden last year, but even then I like decluttered that. But this year I have a lot going on. My business is growing and I'm developing into so many more versions of myself. Anyway, so let's just get started. Alright, so let's have a look. She is chunky. The main reason why she's chunky is because of this notepad in the back. I can take that out at any time and it won't be nearly as chunky. And what just fell out was my gray mild liner, which is my favorite one, which it usually is for most people. So in the front, I do like to have a fairly pretty front part just so it inspires me to use my planner, and I like to have reminders of things such as breathe. This is my word for this year, is just breathe. And so I took a large die cut from the Planner Society and used alpha letters to write, put my word and just kind of put it here. As you see, my dashboard's fairly simple. I don't want too much going on in this planner. I do find it does distract me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and take these out. I have used them, but I don't know. I need more of a larger post-it note in here than I do this. As cute as these are, and I actually do use them, I find that I need more Avery labels than anything else, but I'm going to leave this in here because I have used those. As far as these don't even stick that well, which is sad. I do have double-sided tape that I use, but regardless, these stick even better. I don't know. I got my business cards in the pockets. I usually carry cash that has to do with my business because I do take payments. But I have other business cards from other companies, and then I have a set of these awesome bookmarks. Now, they're kind of, you know, flimsy, but I do like them, and I thought about using them as my tabs because they would be like super cute, right? But the thing is, as super cute as that is, as you see here, it's like super cute, right? I don't have time for that. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a setup, like a cutesy setup in one of my Kiki K planners, medium size, just for fun, for like maybe as a prop or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna probably start getting into my Instagram some more. I'll keep y'all updated. I'm not so sure. But anyway, here I have functional stickers, a stencil, and some pre-punched journaling cards. I do use stickers, but usually they are functional as such. I love using these in my personal size horizontal layouts. But yeah, these are just super cute, and I use these very often. This is from Koala Kisses Sticker Co. I love her. She's so sweet. Like, she's a very sweet human being, and I have been buying out her stickers recently on a trade and sell group. That's how I found her. Just buying her old stickers because she's reformatting her stickers, and so I'm buying all her old stuff and talking to you guys about it. And I'm actually going to do a whole spread with her stickers, and I'm very excited about that. This is my inbox as of right now. I want it to be separate and movable so I don't have to rewrite things and be able to plan with this as I go. So I'm going to leave this out so I can show you what I'm talking about, because as you know, I prefer to be functional, and honestly, I like it better without the book here. But we'll see. I may actually, after all this, change everything, so we'll see. So I did make my dashboard dividers, nothing special, just some scrapbook paper, and some Target dollar spot pockets. Now this pocket I bought, it had the bow decal on there. Honestly, this is something anyone could probably make, but I appreciate people that do take their time to make this kind of stuff. Just got some, this is, no matter what setup I have and what planner, the front part of my planner always is a quick note, which means I have inspirational stuff plus post-it notes. Post-it notes. The only difference is I don't have post-it notes on this side. This is the beginning. I've cut it in half in a way. Considering I have so many pockets in the Malden, I don't have to really, worry too much. But, so I have post-it notes here and here. Fox and Pip and Planner Society, and then I love Grumpy Bear, and someone was selling their stuff on the trade and sell, so I cleaned her out. I took everything she had, and I just think they're so cute, and he's really cute, and I'm grumpy half the time, so it works. And I mean, come on, ugh. Okay, so this is a reminder of what I want in life. I have this because I want to live in a tiny home, travel the coast with my daughter, and just live it up, teaching and whatnot. I'm turning, the light is starting to go in the other direction, so I'm trying to give you some light. See, it's starting to get dark over here. Oh yeah, I do have like 5 4 pens in here. I have a Papermate Inkjoy in like this really nice indigo, a Coletto that has my color code system. I have a Friction in the indigo, and then a pretty pen gem. This is a real pen gem. Yeah, it is. I don't know, I forget what it's called, but yeah, so that's why that's there. And of course, I'm anything but ordinary. And this, I was surprised when I saw this. I've been saying for many, many years to people, no matter if they're my student, anyway, anyone I teach, even if they're adults that I teach, I say, you got this. You can do this. You got this. You got this. And so I loved that I found a card that had that on there, because I think that's Planner Society. But when I saw it, I was like, yes. And so that's just a reminder that to remember that I am supportive of other people, and to remind myself I got this too. So page flags, hence why I probably don't need all those page flags. So there's those. Okay, so in my planner you will find a series of quotes, and I used to not be a quote girl until recently, really, but I did keep my setup fairly simple. This is probably as decorative as it gets. But I'm going to read each quote, because each quote are there for a reason. They tie into each section. They have its meaning for each divider. Okay, so this is my list section, and my quote for this section is, successful people never worry about what others are doing. Since my list section is like my to-dos, things I'm doing, want to do, things like that, I thought that was appropriate because I don't need to worry about what everyone's else doing and just do what I need to do. And I made a pocket. And also what you'll find in each of my sections, if I have a pocket, clear pocket or paper pocket, and if there are stickers there, those stickers are used for this section. I have it separated in this way so it's easy and accessible. These are headers and banners for my lists, and I'll show you how I use that. I also have a pocket here that I don't have anything in, and then of course my GTD flowchart, and then I have these I use as headers as well, and then I use these as well. Now I am just setting this all up so it looks very neat and everything, but as you see, I do use those stickers as headers. I have a daily focus, and I have things bottom tabbed because the things that are bottom tabbed I look at daily. Weekly focus, monthly checklist, and routines. And then the next section is projects, and as you can tell, I have it very, very simple. For the quote for this section is, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. So I thought it was very fitting for the project section because projects take more than one step, so it's time consuming. So I thought it was just very fitting. I have some coloring sheets in here because, I mean, just in case I need some relaxing, you know, R&R, and it is a project to color that takes time. I have home projects, and I have this tabbed as social media projects, but I also have planner projects. And that's all I have in there for now. I've also downsized and cleaned out my personal planner, and put just what I needed in here. So this section here is my calendar section. It's worry less, live more. When I have this quote here, because when I plan things, I want to make sure that I'm living more instead of planning things that make me worry. I know this sounds crazy, but yeah. And this was a paper clip, but it fell apart as soon as I got it, so I turned it into a die cut. These are some dates for Miyazaki films that are showing. Obviously, this is my year at a glance. It is a Filofax. I just covered with a sticker that matched with it actually came with the kit of these paper pad, with the paper pad. Super cute. I track my period. Now, I finally decided what to do with this, and you can obviously see what it says. I love this pull-out by Michaels. Recollections, okay. They've had these for a long time. It's a very large yearly pull-out. I've decided to track my videos when I post them, my video postings. So I've been doing very well recently. And this is when I started, so I'm literally starting in July and going on. So that's exciting. Then, okay, I talked about how in my bullet journal, I really loved doing my tracker. I had never enjoyed tracking as such. Maybe it was because of the size, but regardless, I just mimicked it in here and drew it out because I found that I use it more when I draw it out, simply because I think I'm more interactive with it, and I did it, so I don't want to waste it. So it really works well for me. This is July, and it has mine and then my daughter's. And it is bottom tabbed as well because, like I mentioned, if it's bottom tabbed, I look at it every day. And then I'll have August here. Now this is like this. It's the holes are slitted so that I can move them with the month. This is my monthly station right here. This is what I use to plan my monthlies. This is just honestly cute, and so is that. Pre-planning, but I also have the stickers that I use in the monthly. Plus, I love Harry Potter, so that's why that's there. But this is also the key to this. Let me show you how I set up my months. It's kind of intense, okay? I guess you could say I have a a 6-page spread for my monthly. So 6-page monthly, okay? This list here are my videos. This is my video list. I have, like I said, a key that breaks it down for me, and then I check off when I do them. That way I can keep up when I do things, what months I do my videos, and then of course I have that other tracker that breaks it down to exactly what day I did these videos. And then on the back I have my goal descriptions for the month. I really do love that. I don't have to fill up the whole page. And then I have my vision board, or I guess motivational board, really things I want to accomplish. So each month I've given myself a focus, that betters myself. So this one is pretty much glamming myself up, building my self-confidence, things like that, working on proper attire, losing some weight, things like that. Just really focus on getting myself together. And then, of course, you have my monthly, and you see how I use the little stickers and stuff. And I love these, too. The teardrops, love them. But, yeah, I have these. And my daughter's schedule and things like that. Then, on the back of this, I will have a monthly review. So, these inserts are all from Recollections. This would have gone into, as you can tell, into a weekly, but I just covered it up with a KikiK notepad page, and I love it. And that's where I will be doing a monthly review and reflection. So, for August, I will have a workout focus and health focus, and I already have some goals set, and you see how I have planned all that. And then for September, I will have a for September, oh, did I, oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. So for September, I have a girl boss focus where I clean up everything, declutter, organize, and prioritize, get on top of my game. That's what I'm doing in September. And then I'll figure out the rest. You know, I'm thinking for here it's going to be more of a creative, loving, family focus. The months of October, November, and December usually are family focused. So that I just have that, and then you can see what kind of weeklies I used to use, but I don't anymore. But this is my weekly section. The quote, and I have the quote on the inside because I like the simplicity of the outside of the divider. In the inside, this quote for the quote for my weekly is, grow through what you go through. So each week we all go through things, and since this is a timed layout, you can really see what I'm doing, and how I'm doing it. And that's where this comes into play as well. So we go into, I have like a cover page, and then look at there, lo and behold, another plastic pocket. Now these are really cute. I'm actually using these to cover up some very personal information about my swimmers. And then, of course, I have the stickers that I use for this section. So, okay, good. So this is kind of how I do my layout. Actually, there's the card that I use. I use it in here to write phone numbers for my swimmers. And when I don't swim anymore, I still use phone numbers, but I will probably put my very next action for the week there. I want to show you. Okay, so here you'll see how I've been using this. I track my weather, I track top 3, and then of course I schedule, and then down here I take care of my meals. Now for this week, I'm going to do something a teeny bit different. It looks a little different, but I have started for each week having a weekly focus. This week is work and schedule, basically getting on track, scheduling, preparing routines for when the school months come for my daughter and for myself. Just prepping, because there's only a few weeks, and also working on a sleepover, that kind of thing. So I'll be tracking my weather up here still, but a much smaller. And then water, and then my top 3, and then of course, boom, and then meals here. So that's going to be the difference there. But what I do here is I'll have the card, of course, or just use this, and when I'm planning and whatnot, just sit here and go through this, because honestly, with the GTD system, you really don't need much of a daily if you have this. You can do a daily, and I like my dailies, but I pretty much, my biggest planning is right here, like this and this, and then my monthlies, depending on what I'm planning. My monthlies are just as important, because they keep me on track with time-sensitive things, and then this keeps me on track with my task. So let me just give you a couple more examples. For example, next week is my clean and prep week. This is where I'm going to be cleaning the house and prepping for the days to come. I obviously don't have as many swim lessons planned. And then the following week will be relax and chill. Yes, I will be working, and I plan on filling up, you know, a lot more. But the very next week, I start work, so I need downtime. And you see I'm doing a lot of pampering on this day. And then my first week of work. So I will be glamming myself up in the morning and coughing and working out. By then I would have planned these 2 weeks, planned my workout schedules and everything. I have a lot planned for this week. I'll probably make a video on it. But I use this cutting mat. It's kind of like a bookmark, but also as a pin board too. So that's what's awesome about that. I use it as that. And then of course my next section is my daily celebrate and love. This is where I do, I mean, obviously I still do my dailies here because they're my dailies. I'll do some functional things here, but this is where I do my spiritual journaling. So the quote for this is, every day is a fresh start. Very true. And of course on my cover page, daily devotional. You see, I do track some things I do in the day, you know, and then journal. But I've gotten to where I like to watercolor in here, so I'll use this as well. And it also carries my friction pen for scheduling, which is very important. Let me put it back here, yeah. So, as you see, and so tomorrow is Monday. I'm excited. So let me go ahead and move this. I usually plan, all day and night. And I have like pretty much in here, I have just, oh look, the person that had this before me put someone's birthday. The rest of the year. And it's all in there. So I don't really have to even add anything in here. I have all the years I need in here and months. So this is my personal section, aka reference section. As you see, very simple. I have picked up on the whole scrappy, the washi heart thing, but instead of a heart, I've decided to do a bow because it's kind of a recurring theme in my planner. So yeah, and I'm probably going to collage this with other bits and pieces of stuff. But in here is all my reference stuff, like my diet, passwords, and all that. I have not put all that in here, so that is what I plan on doing here shortly. And numbers and everything. So then I have another top loading pocket. This was a divider, this image, but I turned it into just a nice looking slip to go in here. And this is probably where I'll put documents and probably more stickers, we'll see. And then of course, it's my daughter's birthday. This, and then this is where I kind of brain dump and scratch down. Now if I wanted, I could get rid of the book and leave this in here or take this out. Which may happen because this does bulk up the planner a lot, but I did really enjoy having this today at the birthday party and on my shopping list and everything. I really like having this here. So that is it. This is my One Book July, and for pens I use a Friction. I think I told y'all, a Friction, a Pen Gem, a Coletto, a Papermate, and a highlighter. And I'm actually going to take all this out. This does fit perfectly in here, doesn't it? There. I don't need all this stuff. And it's really working for me. I like it. It's very nice for One Book July. And I hope that you guys find something that works for you. But this is what is working for me this week. It may be something that I try something new every week. Who knows? Because, I I don't know. I'm just talking out my butt now. But anyway, yeah, clips, just a grumpy bear, and then this by the No Name, someone off of a trade and sell group, and then the other toppers are from my bookmarks that I made from Planner Society die cuts. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too boring and annoying. And until next time, look forward to some functional things. I love ya. Bye.